Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another brand new episode on Boundary Line Podcast with Dillon and Sheldon. Fourth test of the Border Gavaskar Trophy is already underway, and match is brilliantly poised right now with India 289 for 3, and the Shubman Gill there scoring a brilliant century. Virat Kohli there unbeaten on 59, and I want to get Sheldon's thoughts quickly on this. Sheldon, talk us through that first, second day so far.
Yeah, Dill, pretty good pitch to bat on, I'd say so far. I mean, it's not over yet, the game, so that's a change of pace. But
Yeah,
this time I think we've already, set for the weekend, test cricket over. But yeah, a different type of game, a
yeah.
pitch very much more suitable for batsmen where you can get in and cash in. And yeah, first 2 days, I think the highlight was Khawaja's 180. I think that was a brilliant knock
Brilliant
to
knock,
set
yeah.
Australia up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he just batted so long as well, and you were like, wow, like is he going to get out? And then that first ball after tea he got, like it was a surprise when he got out for a
Yeah.
change. Like it was so crazy. But I thought Ashwin, in fact, that was amazing. To take 6 wickets on this pitch, that's what, like 20 wickets. I mean, that is
Yeah.
just insane the way he bowled it. And I thought the way he changed his pace and he didn't get hit at any point. Like he just had so much control, and I thought that was like such a key attribute to India, even restricting them to below 500, because at one point Australia looked like they'd even get more runs.
Yeah, for sure. I really thought Usman Khawaja's knock was brilliant. The way he played, he was so patient and, kept moving on and just kept taking the ones and twos and just went about his process, and it's just shown in the past 2 years, how good he's been for Australia, just piling on the runs there. And what about this young champ called Cameron Green? I mean, he's been in the Australian squad for quite some time now, but now he really proved that he's really good.
Yeah, Dill, and both the innings he's batted and he's looked good. In fact, the one
Yeah,
even in the last game, he
in
just looks
indoor,
like he's
yeah,
come and he's got used to Indian conditions so easily. And this 100, in fact, was really good. The way he counter-attacked and the way he was playing spin, he was just at ease, and it was such a
yeah.
good knock. And even Ashwin said he's a generational talent, this Cameron Green, and that's the highest of praise for a guy like Cameron Green. And he just looks superb. In fact, the way he was attacking, and yeah, he's a one for the future, isn't he, Dill? Like big money in the IPL auction as well. So the Indians will see a lot more of him this April. So yeah, a lot of positives for young Cameron Green.
Of course, yeah, brilliant knock there, and just played the innings so well there, went about his usual business there, attacked when the opportunity was there and didn't let India go away with the game. At one stage, India looked like they could bowl out Australia there for 420, something like that odd. But
Yeah.
then that partnership between Nathan Lyon and Todd Murphy, I thought was absolutely brilliant, right?
Yeah, Dill. And in the first 3 games, I think we criticized Australia for collapsing too easily and the tail not offering any fight. But yeah, Lyon and Murphy put in a 50 partnership. Can you believe it? And Murphy was looking good actually with those
Yeah,
specs and all. He looked like he was a proper batsman there. I
yeah.
think I think that also did show that the pitch was maybe a bit easy to bat on with the way they were playing yesterday. But yeah, a good innings though from both of them, in fact.
Yeah, and to be fair, we've seen in the first three tests, I mean, at least the last two tests, that the pitch wasn't the best. Nagpur, yes,
Yeah.
you can argue that it was good and Australia didn't kind of adapt there. But the last two pitches in Delhi and Indore have been just ridiculous. And to get a pitch like this where the batsmen also, score some runs, the bowlers, also can go about with their business there. I think it's good, and you need this, right? We've
Yeah.
been discussing this in our past few podcasts that we need this sort of a pitch. Coming back to Ashwin, Sheldon, I mean, those 6 wickets that he's taken there for 91 runs in on this kind of a wicket just proves that he's just the best, right?
Yeah, it's insane. And the control, in fact, he showed with, where there's not much on offer as well for the
Yeah,
bowlers, and how he kept breaking partnerships, and he took two wickets in 2 overs at
yeah,
one point as well yesterday. And he whenever India needed him and needed something, he just came in and took the key wickets.
yeah,
And to take 6 wickets, I mean, that was just insane. And it was a terrific spell. And that's why he's number one in the world right now as well, right? He just
yeah.
keeps showing it. And I saw a stat even that showed his average in the first 3 tests and one in this test, and it actually decreased. So for it to decrease on this type
Decrease.
of pitch, I
Yeah,
mean, that's just unbelievable and a terrific spell. And yeah,
brilliant.
he's just
Yeah,
so good.
yeah, Sheldon, like you said, brilliant spell by Ashwin, just proving time and again that how important he is in the squad. And sometimes I get the feeling when India don't pick this guy, and when they go abroad, especially overseas, you see in Australia and all that, when they go,
Yeah.
especially in the past few years, I've seen that not often than not, Ashwin is not the first choice, right, over there when they go.
Yeah.
And then it just baffles me that, man, how can you not do that? This guy is one of the best bowlers going about, right?
Yeah.
And it just surprises me when they don't pick him in the squad. But of course, we need to discuss about the champion for today, and that is Shubman Gill, Sheldon. What a brilliant knock he's played, just showing that he's had a good run so far, building up on that ODI form and T20 form that he has, and just bringing it over here back again and just proving that, yes, he's here to stay.
Yeah, Dylan, a crazy year so far he's had, in fact, right? With hundreds in all formats, and he's just in that golden period of play. And that's why we weren't discussing why he should come in, because he's in such good form. And when someone's in form, it just looks like, everything works for them. And like, you think of poor KL Rahul, for example, the pitches he was playing on in the first two games, where it was spinning left, spinning right, Lyon, Murphy, Kuhneman, and then Gill. Obviously, he gets a good he gets a good pitch, but he still has to capitalize. Obviously, like it's not like he can just come in and carefree. But a terrific knock today, and he looked so at ease. And he's just in such good form, and I'm sure Indian fans will get very excited about him, because he could really be a star opening in all three formats for very long as well, because he's 23, right, Dill, if I'm not mistaken, or younger.
Yeah, he is.
23.
23, 24 years old. Just brilliant.
Yeah,
brilliant for this age, right? I mean, it just goes to show that hundreds in all formats of the game, opening the batting there too, right? It's not easy, and just goes to show that he's going to be the one to watch out for, in India, at least going ahead. So that's going to be interesting. But what's your thoughts, Sheldon, on today's play, the way it went out? Do you think India, went about their business properly? Because they were 36 for no loss at the end of day's play yesterday, and today you felt like they could have got some more runs or not, or you felt the pitch was doing a bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, Lyon was bowling really well there with Murphy. So I just wanted to know your thoughts. What did you feel like you felt India could have got a bit more?
Yeah, I felt in the second session especially, I thought India just went a bit too slow there for my liking. I thought they could have accelerated more and put the Aussie bowlers under more pressure. Like at times they were just letting them bowl. And I felt it wasn't doing that much where, you should respect every bowler that much. Like I felt they could have put more pressure, and maybe Pujara and Gill just in that little period in the second session could have pushed on more. Especially when both of them so in and, batted for a while as well and used to the pitch. And that's the only concern, because I feel India should have been 300 by now. Like,
way past that at least.
Yeah, just a bit slow today. But I guess also Australia did bowl well. Lyon and Murphy, a lot of control as well. So, and I don't know, I just felt that so far in this test, it's been easier to bat with the new ball. Like I felt runs have been easier to score.
Exactly.
Like, I even remember Head in the first spell, and then Green went the second new ball yesterday. And it just feels that the new ball is the easier time to bat. And as it gets softer, it almost becomes tougher. So maybe that's why India struggled a bit today in the second session. Yeah,
you're right, Sheldon. It just feels that playing with the new ball, it just feels a much more easier, because we see that when Australia was batting as well, right? You said Usman Khawaja, just bought his time. The odd ball was doing a bit, not that much, but even today you've seen that, with Nathan Lyon bowling those beauties over there, just in that middle phase. But even I felt a bit that in that middle session they should have got a bit more runs than what was scored there. But in hindsight, everything seems that they did the right thing. But moving on, Sheldon, with the champ of all champs, Virat Kohli, looking set. Are these ominous signs for Australia? Finally, something going to come off big here from Kohli?
Yeah, Dill, I'm sure he must be thinking about all those pitches he played on so far, and how tough it's been. And he's probably thinking, you know what, I'm going to bat and bat and bat tomorrow and get that big ton, because I think it's there for him to get. He looked very comfortable today. I think to start early on, Lyon had a bit of bounce and it was a bit tricky, but he got through that well, and now he looks comfortable. And he'd probably be thinking tomorrow there's 100 for the taking. And I think that'll also be India's plan, probably just to bat once and maybe try to bundle out Australia in the third innings. I think they look to bat maybe the whole day tomorrow. And if Kohli is there, they'll start scoring quicker as well, because once Kohli gets into free-flowing mode, then he's very hard to stop, as we know, Dill.
But interesting that you said that, Sheldon, because that was my next question. Like, I just want to know your thoughts on what's going to be the game plan here, because now we are moving into the fourth day, right? And yes, there's still plenty of time in this match left. But what's going to be India's plan now? Because they're still way behind Australia's score. And would they be willing to declare a bit earlier and then just see whether they can bundle out Australia? That would be bold.
Yeah, I think that should be the plan. Maybe to score a bit quicker and try to, I don't know, get a lead of 100. That is still a long way, obviously, from here. But
Yeah.
I think that is the plan. Bat once, bat long, and then maybe get a lead where they could bundle out Australia quickly. And who knows, batting last, under pressure as well in Australia. Maybe it'll start spinning a bit. You never know. So I think that would be the plan for India, it looks like. But yeah, for Australia, a lot of toil. I'm pretty sure tomorrow will be as hard in the field, but
Yeah.
they just got to keep going, I guess, because you can't give up at this stage, right? And I felt they bowled reasonably well today.
Yeah, I felt the same as well. Like, Australia bowled really well today, kept it really simple, didn't do anything different. But I just felt that Mitchell Starc going around the wicket was not the right thing. Like, he was constantly bowling there. I think he bowled around 8 overs or something.
Yeah.
8 or 9 overs of the spell. He constantly kept bowling like around the wicket instead of coming over the wicket, to the right hander. Like, I just felt that if he had to like move earlier, just making those marks on the pitch there, it could have helped Australia, but let's see how that's going to go for them. But Australia have a huge task on their hands now to bowl out India there. But interesting also, Sheldon, what I wanted to ask you is, Australia don't have anything to lose here. I mean, they obviously want to win the test match, but if they feel that India, may want to draw it out or something like that, they don't have a problem, to be honest, because they are already in the World Test Championship. It's India who have to win this match to seal this spot, because keep in mind, I think they have one eye on New Zealand versus Sri Lanka, which is also interesting on the other hand.
Yeah. That's turning into quite a game as well there, Dill. I keep following it and I see today Dal Mitchell hit a wonderful 100 and I'm sure that was applauded all around Ahmedabad today from the Indian fans, because, that's a big 100 for India as well, because New Zealand went into the lead in that game as well. So that's very interesting. Sri Lanka only leading by 60 and 3 wickets down in the third inning. So that game also could go down to the wire. But India do have to go for it and go for the win, as you said, Dil. So it'll be interesting to see if they go attacking tomorrow, maybe more, maybe risk losing more wickets just to get more runs. It'll be very interesting to see how India play tomorrow.
Whereas I think now it's time to call up Brendan McCullum. Just get him on the line and be like, mate, what's going to be the plan here? Just some insights, on how to go about it. Just go bang, bang. McCullum's going to tell them. But I think India will take it easy for the first hour and see how it's playing, and probably let VK reach his 100 if he's nearing there. Like, once he gets the 100, I think there would be an alternate set of plans wherein they can go all attacking. And yes, they have Shareja also, who's there, batting. And if both these guys are there till the afternoon at least, then India will look to go big and get those runs quickly, and probably by the end of the day put Australia to bat, even though they still may be a bit behind on Australia's total, right?
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see if they risk doing that and declaring, with a little behind just to give Australia a little edge to go for it.
Yeah.
But it should be an interesting fourth day tomorrow. And it's the beauty of Test cricket, right? That we are going into a fourth day, Dil, and we could possibly go. Finally. We could possibly go to a fifth also, which looks very likely now. So
it is, yes.
Definitely an interesting test match so far, and a lot more to come tomorrow.
And a word on Steve Smith. How do you think he's been so far?
They're probably much tougher to captain in this game than the last one. I mean, a lot more thinking to do and a lot more plans, but I think he managed them pretty well today. I think Australia didn't do much wrong today. I mean, they kept to their task. It was not doing much. So, and the bowlers kept it tight. At no point did they, leak a lot of runs. So I think Smith's done as good as he could have done so far today.
Sheldon. Tomorrow will be an interesting day to see whether Australia can take those wickets quickly, put India under the pump there, and how that story is going to unfold. We'll have to wait and watch. But thank you so much for joining us, guys, on today's podcast. If you like our video and if you like the content we are putting out, then a subscribe would mean a lot to us. Hit the like button, follow us on Instagram. The link is there in the description. And also, if you have any ideas for our channel, do let us know in the comments section. Let us know your thoughts, what you thought about this test match and how it's going to pan out over the next couple of days. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and we'll catch you soon.